The illusion of control. Life often teaches us to plan, prepare, and worry. From a very young age, we are conditioned to believe that success comes from perfect execution, careful decision-making, and avoiding mistakes at all costs. We are taught to chase goals relentlessly, monitor our performance, and measure ourselves against others. While planning and responsibility are valuable, too many people fall into the trap of believing that they can control every detail of life. They start taking life far too seriously, believing that every decision must be flawless, every moment must be meaningful, and every outcome must align perfectly with their expectations. This mindset is exhausting because it ignores the natural unpredictability of life. Taking life too seriously is rooted in fear. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of losing, and the fear of uncertainty. We become obsessed with outcomes, overthink possibilities, and measure ourselves by external validation rather than inner fulfillment. When we focus too much on results, we lose sight of the process itself, the living, breathing experience of being alive. We forget that life is not meant to be a checklist of perfect moments or accomplishments. Life is meant to be felt, experienced, and explored, and obsessing over perfection only steals our energy, our time, and our peace of mind. The desire to control everything creates unnecessary pressure. We create rigid plans, set unyielding expectations, and judge ourselves harshly when things don't go as imagined. This illusion of control convinces us that we must manipulate circumstances to feel safe, when in reality, life is inherently uncertain. The people who try to micromanage every detail often experience frustration, anxiety, and even disappointment because life is not a machine. It is organic, unpredictable, and full of surprises. Recognizing this illusion is the first step toward freedom. The more we accept that we cannot control everything, the more open we become to flow, spontaneity, and growth. Letting go does not mean giving up responsibility. It means choosing to focus on what you can influence while releasing the need to dictate outcomes that are beyond your power. When you embrace this mindset, you stop resisting life and start moving with it. You stop fearing mistakes and start learning from them. You stop worrying about judgment and start living authentically. When we take life too seriously, we miss the beauty in the unexpected. The random moments of joy, the surprises, the laughter, the small connections. These are the parts of life that truly matter. Overplanning and overthinking create a barrier to experiencing them fully. Life's unpredictability is not a threat. It is the source of adventure, discovery, and personal growth. When we accept that uncertainty is inevitable, we stop struggling against it and start using it as an opportunity to grow, adapt, and discover our resilience. In essence, the illusion of control is a trap that prevents us from living fully. The moment you recognize that life cannot be perfectly managed, you begin to breathe easier, think clearer, and live with more joy. Life is not a problem to solve, it is an experience to embrace. The sooner we understand that, the sooner we can stop taking life so seriously and start living it with freedom and presence. The power of humor and lightness. One of the most underestimated qualities in life is the ability to laugh at yourself and approach situations with humor and lightness. Humor is not simply entertainment or a way to pass the time. It is a tool for perspective, clarity, and resilience. Life is full of challenges, mistakes, unexpected twists, and absurd moments. Those who take life too seriously often miss the beauty hidden within these moments. They focus on what is going wrong rather than noticing the opportunity to grow, learn, or simply smile through it. When you develop the ability to approach life with lightness, you allow yourself to see situations from a broader perspective. Overthinking and stress often make challenges seem bigger than they are, but humor softens the edges. It gives you the freedom to step back and recognize the absurdity of situations that might otherwise feel overwhelming. Laughter becomes a reminder that even in difficult circumstances, life is not meant to be a constant battle. Taking life lightly does not mean avoiding responsibility or ignoring important issues. It means refusing to let pressure, fear, or judgment dominate your experience. It means understanding that mistakes, failures, and setbacks are part of the journey and not a reflection of your worth. When you approach life with humor, you stop being trapped by perfectionism. You stop fearing judgment because you realize that everyone makes mistakes and most of life is temporary and unpredictable. Lightness allows you to engage fully with life without letting fear hold you back. Humor also strengthens resilience. Life will always present challenges, and the people who thrive are often the ones who can respond to difficulties with creativity and adaptability rather than panic. Being able to laugh at your own mistakes, at the chaos around you, or even at the unpredictability of life itself is a sign of strength. It shows that you are flexible, aware, and grounded in a reality that is bigger than any single problem. Moreover, lightness brings joy. It allows you to enjoy the small, simple moments that serious thinking often overshadows. A spontaneous conversation, a shared laugh, a kind gesture, or even a funny observation about yourself can transform a day. Life is made up of these small moments, and the ability to notice and appreciate them is a sign of emotional maturity and wisdom. Those who embrace humor and lightness are often more approachable, more grounded, and more at peace. They are able to navigate relationships, challenges, and setbacks without becoming overwhelmed. They respond instead of reacting. They observe instead of judging. And they find happiness not because life is perfect, but because they have learned to experience it fully, with both seriousness and playfulness in balance. Ultimately, humor and lightness are about perspective. They are about seeing that life is too fleeting, too unpredictable, and too precious to carry with tension, rigidity, or constant worry. They are about reminding yourself to breathe, smile, and allow the moment to unfold. When you take life lightly, you allow joy to enter. You free yourself from unnecessary suffering, and you begin to experience the fullness of what life has to offer, embracing imperfection and uncertainty. One of the main reasons people take life too seriously is the desire for perfection and certainty. We want our days to go according to plan, our choices to always be correct, and the people around us to behave in predictable ways. We think that if everything is perfectly aligned, we will finally feel safe, happy, and fulfilled. But the truth is that life is messy, unpredictable, and beautifully imperfect. The sooner we accept this, the sooner we can stop carrying unnecessary stress and tension. Embracing imperfection is liberating. It allows you to let go of the unrealistic standards you have placed on yourself and on the world around you. When you accept that mistakes are a natural part of life, you stop fearing failure and begin seeing it as an opportunity for growth. Imperfection teaches resilience, patience, and adaptability. It reminds you that life is not a series of tests to pass, but a journey to experience. The people who take life lightly understand that a misstep does not define them, and that an unexpected turn is not the end of their story. Uncertainty, too, is a natural part of existence. No one knows what tomorrow will bring. No one can predict every outcome or control every circumstance. Trying to do so creates unnecessary anxiety and frustration. When you stop resisting uncertainty, you stop wasting energy on things you cannot change. You stop overthinking scenarios that may never happen. Instead, you learn to trust yourself, trust the process, and trust that life will unfold in ways that support your growth. Embracing imperfection and uncertainty also allows you to enjoy the present moment more fully. So often we are preoccupied with future outcomes or past mistakes, which prevents us from experiencing the beauty of the now. By accepting life as it is, we open ourselves to spontaneity, creativity, and joy. Small moments, a random act of kindness, a shared laugh, a beautiful sunset, become meaningful when we are present and not consumed by rigid expectations. Another important aspect of embracing imperfection is self-compassion. When you stop taking life too seriously, you begin to treat yourself with the same kindness and patience you would offer a friend. You no longer judge yourself harshly for mistakes, setbacks, or moments of doubt. You stop being trapped in the cycle of perfectionism and instead celebrate effort, progress, and growth. Ultimately, embracing imperfection and uncertainty is about freedom. It frees you from the chains of rigid thinking, unrealistic expectations, and constant worry. It allows you to experience life fully, without the burden of unnecessary pressure. It reminds you that life is a journey meant to be felt, not a problem to be solved. The more you accept life's unpredictability and your own imperfection, the more you can approach challenges with calm, creativity, and courage. Life's beauty lies in its unpredictability, its messiness, and its surprises. When you stop resisting what cannot be controlled and stop fearing what is unknown, you reclaim your peace, your joy, and your freedom. Embracing imperfection and uncertainty is not just a mindset. It is a way of living fully, courageously, and authentically. Living fully without fear. Ultimately, taking life too seriously limits your ability to live fully. When you carry constant worry, self-doubt, and rigid expectations, you build invisible walls around yourself. You hold back from experiences that could bring joy, growth, and connection. You overanalyze decisions, obsess over outcomes, and allow fear to dictate your choices. Living life with excessive seriousness may make you feel responsible, disciplined, or safe. But it also prevents you from truly feeling alive. Living fully without fear means embracing the unknown and stepping into life with openness. It means understanding that perfection is an illusion and control is limited. Every moment is an opportunity to experience, to feel, and to grow, even if it does not go according to plan. The people who thrive in life are not those who never face challenges. They are those who accept life as it is, navigate its ups and downs with grace, and find meaning in every twist and turn. To live fully without fear, you must prioritize what matters most: your own joy, your own growth, and your own authenticity. This may mean saying no to situations, people, or habits that drain your energy. It may mean taking risks that feel uncomfortable but are aligned with your values. It may mean stepping away from societal expectations or the constant need for approval. Living lightly requires courage, but it also offers freedom, clarity, and peace. Part of living fully is allowing yourself to experience life as it unfolds without judgment. Stakes, setbacks, and surprises are not failures. They are lessons, opportunities, and moments of growth. Each challenge is a chance to strengthen your resilience, expand your understanding, and discover new possibilities. When you stop taking life too seriously, you stop resisting the flow and start participating in it. You begin to see life not as a problem to solve, but as a gift to embrace. Another key aspect of living fully is presence. When you let go of overthinking and rigid expectations, you create space to be present in each moment. You notice the laughter, the connections, the beauty in simple experiences. You savor conversations, enjoy quiet moments, and appreciate the small, often overlooked details of life. Presence allows you to feel alive in ways seriousness and fear cannot. Finally, living without fear means cultivating gratitude, playfulness, and curiosity. It means laughing at mistakes, exploring new experiences, and trusting that life will guide you in the right direction. It means choosing experiences over possessions, connection over competition, and learning over judgment. The freedom to approach life with lightness transforms your perception. Challenges become opportunities, setbacks become lessons, and every day becomes a chance to live fully and authentically. Life is temporary, unpredictable, and beautiful. Taking it too seriously keeps you trapped in worry, stress, and limitation. Living fully, however, allows you to experience joy, freedom, and fulfillment. It allows you to embrace uncertainty, imperfections, and surprises with grace. By letting go of fear, embracing presence, and prioritizing your own well-being, you reclaim the richness of life itself. Stop taking life too seriously. Laugh more, explore more, love more, live fully. Freedom, joy, and peace are waiting on the other side of lightness.